They found Elena's body on a gray Tuesday, face down in the stagnant pool behind Martyr's Bridge, where the river cut beneath Hallowmere Row. No signs of violence, no broken skin, no bruises, only one slipper missing, and a faint sweetness on her lips, like honey laced with something bitter and metallic. "She walked in," said the coroner, eyes fixed on the toxicology report. "But she never walked out." St. Hallowmere mourned in hushed tones, as it always did. Elena's warm smile, framed by pale freckles, lingered on the post office bulletin board near the town square for weeks. Children left wilted wildflowers at the schoolhouse gates. The landlord said she paid rent early. Co-workers called her kind, quiet. The priest whispered she was a candle snuffed by cruel wind. Detective Reyes was less certain. No sign of a struggle doesn't mean no crime. He traced Elena's last days with quiet persistence. No visitors, no notes. Only one cryptic entry repeated in her planner. T, 4 p.m. No name, no place. Neighbors offered the same small details. Fragments of a life quietly lived. She wore lavender every day. She walked with her head down. She loved flowers. But no one knew where she went at 4. Mrs. Thorne lived near the rusty playground, southeast of the Whistler Vigilman corner. Her garden bloomed in soft pinks and whites, a rare oasis amid the town's damp fog. She lifted a rose petal, brushing it gently from her sleeve. The air around her smelled faintly of candle wax and metallic iron, the hollow's breath, drifting up from the riverbank. "It's a strange thing, this town," she said softly. "Things grow when you know what they need." Weeks passed like slow waves. A slipper found discarded near the millstones on Ashmark Road. A smear of crumbs where stray dogs picked at a half-eaten pastry near Hallowmere Row. Reyes walked each trace, as though they formed a broken trail. Always the path bent westward, toward Martyr's Bridge. As though she had left Mrs. Thorne's table at dusk, walked out into the fog, and never made it home. One evening, Reyes found Mrs. Thorne pruning roses beneath the willow tree, its branches whispering static murmurs in the wind. "Funny thing," Reyes said quietly. Elena's toxicology showed traces of Atropa belladonna, deadly nightshade. Mrs. Thorne's eyes didn't waver. "That would be odd," she said. He looked closer at the roses, their petals deep red as spilled blood. "You don't grow it here anymore?" "No," she said, voice even. "Not anymore." 3 days later, warrant in hand, Reyes searched the garden shed behind her cottage. Behind jars of preserves and stacks of gloves, he found a small wooden box. Inside lay a porcelain teacup, 2 faded planner pages scrawled with ET, 4 p.m., and a slender vial, clear, unlabeled, and empty. Mrs. Thorne did not cry, nor protest. She folded her hands and met Reyes's eyes. She was lonely, she said. I offered kindness, a company for the silence she carried. She wished to forget. I helped her forget. Gently, Reyes's voice caught in his throat. You poisoned her. Mrs. Thorne tilted her head. Her voice was calm, but the garden behind her seemed to hush as though listening. I made her tea.